Ladies and gentlemen, I am back, ladies and gentlemen, with another exciting episodes of Toys in My Closet. I'm going to do a review today of the new Bandai Legacy Adult Collectors line for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Now, since the movie released just recently and we're having some 1980s love coming back, I'm going to do a throwback with these exciting new figures. This is a toy line that my son grew up with in the mid 90s, and he was a big fan of growing up. And, it's kind of cool to be able to do a review of some really high quality toy or high end toys that are affordable in the 6-inch line that have come out recently in seasons, by the way. And I can explain that to you a little bit later. And I hope you guys enjoy it. We're gonna break it down. As you see, some of them have doubles next to them, and I will explain that as we go along. But first and foremost, I want to thank everybody for sticking with me and my channel. I haven't done something in a while. I want to give a big shout out to my boy Adrian from GameStop. He kind of helped me pick up the last two that were from this wave that were very extremely difficult to find, and when they finally got them in GameStop, as we all know, ThinkGeek is part of GameStop now, so they carry collectible and toys and pop culture things. He was kind enough to hold them for me, and I didn't have to go on the big toy hunt or the aftermarket to pay extra money for the two last figures that I needed to get. So shout outs to him, Adrian. Thank you once again, buddy. It was very fantastic of you to do me that favor, and very classy of you for looking out. So give me a second. We're gonna run this down and go down with each figure one by one, and review them. Hopefully to the enough detail that you guys can enjoy and make your decisions for the Power Ranger fans and collectors out there that maybe want to pick these up or have been an offense to pick them up, or that haven't known about it, and now you have an opportunity to find out that they exist and that they're out there in the market. So give me one second as we come in closer and we review one by one. Hand on, I'll be right back. And I'm back, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to start off here with probably one of the most popular Rangers of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers decade, which is the Green Ranger. Now, as you can see here, they come in this really wonderful blister card, as you see, with a nice opening in the front. It says Power Rangers on top by the owners, which is Saban Bandai. I have a nice little logo for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers so that you know what wave of Rangers they're talking about, because there's been so many, from Dino Crisis, I believe, to like a whole bunch of different versions of them throughout the years. I have a nice picture of the Green Ranger right there. I don't know if it's drawn or if it's a picture of a real person, and then you see the side window, nice window in the front. In the side it says, Power Rangers Green Ranger Legacy Collection from the Legacy line. Then, as we turn in the back, has a picture of the Megazord. This is something they did, which is cool, but there is a con to this, which I'll get to as well. You basically do a build a figure. These were other figures from the line that were going to come out. The first two, as you see there, Red Ranger and Green Ranger, and the other ones are from the Ninja Storm version of the Power Rangers. The Megazord is a build a figure. They kind of did the Marvel Legends route, where you buy figures in a wave and they come out in this wave, and they give you pieces for another figure that is a bigger figure, and by the time you finish getting the entire wave, you get an actual big build a figure that you put together in pieces, usually a main character that's really obscure or that's supposed to be really big that you can't really package and sell as a whole without being overpriced or whatever. And so you're kind of getting that as a bonus for paying for the whole entire wave, which is awesome. And as you see here, we have this version of the Green Ranger. This version of the Green Ranger, he basically was. They tried to release these back, I would say about 2 years ago, maybe three. And these were, as you can see, they were a little bit bigger. They're more of like as 8 inch, and they were a lot more muscular. As you can see, the gloss on them is more of a glossy look, not matte look. And they didn't really represent the original Rangers as far as what they look like on the TV, which they were more petite, more realistic looking. And that I didn't like either. That the fact that you can see these screws holding the pieces together in the back, they didn't even cover those. These were made by the same people who did the original, the first original prints of the Thundercats, from the classic Thundercats that came out when the new Thundercats TV show came out. I believe was in Cartoon Network. This figure is really nice. As you can see here, I'm trying to freehand it, so please excuse me. It's really nice. Really detailed. The cool thing though is that the figure comes with these pieces. They're not like the gold piece here and the accessories. You actually put them on the figure. They're not sculpted on, as opposed to the newer versions that they did. You see how it's coming off? I can take this off and remove it, like so. Move his weapons and remove it. And, I have the, sorry about that. I have the original look underneath of the Green Ranger. These you take off by removing these, wrist area, or what you call it, like a forearm area. You can take this off, remove it, and it'll be just a plain Green Ranger before he got that suit. So, and it comes with, exchangeable hands, as you can see, for each one. As you can see, Green Ranger is very, very popular, very sought after. And this figure was $20 when it came out, also in a very similar packaging. So now with the new ones, we got more of a fine line, petite look, more to coincide with the real look of the cartoon, or the TV show rather. It's all hand painted, very nice detailing. The green is a little bit different. As you can see, he's a little more greener than him. He's more of a less vibrant green, I guess. He's also a matte finish, not glossy, which I like. Even though he has a nice sheen here in the area of the gold plate. The difference is this is molded in. As you can see, it's molded in into the sculpt. Even though this is a separate piece, it was glued from the top here in this very area. And, the sculpting of the helmets is very nice. Also with a very nice, sword, his blade, colored very, very nicely. And they come with these, with the side, with these side sheaths here that you basically plug in. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Forgive me. I try to get some hands here to help me out with the camera. As you see here, this is the sheath, and it's removable. It has a little peg hole there, and a little peg on the sheath, as you see there. And it'll zoom in, hopefully. Yeah. And then you just plug it in. And he came with another piece, which is the flute, which is his morpher, but it's a flute that he actually sings when he calls out for the Rangers, and you can slide it in, which is like so, like that. He actually is cool because he didn't come with a part of the Megazord, so he was able to get more accessories, and that was one of the problems that now with this new version, plus he came with 2 interchangeable hands as well. The problem is with the other ones, for example, as we're going to get into now. For example, here we go. We're going to go next to the Red Ranger. Here's the Red Ranger from the new line, Legacy Collection. Looks really nice, really beautifully painted and sculpted. Very nice representation. The helmet is really, really nice, as you can see, and no holes in the back. Same thing, sheath pops out with the peg. You pull these out with the hands. He has interchangeable hands as well, that he came with. That I have inside the box, I believe. I'm not really sure at the moment, but yeah, I believe so. Anyway, the with the fact that he came with a Megazord piece, he comes with just that one power sword thing they have as an accessory. They didn't come with more accessories like the first version did here. Plus, they went down and scaled them down from 8 inches to a 6 inch, which is significantly smaller, as you can see. But the bulk is more bulkier. Most of these figures are going to share the same parts because they look exactly the same, each Ranger, which is a good thing. So it's cost efficient. So I don't really know why they didn't still add the accessories. Maybe because they had to make the packaging bigger, perhaps. But as you see, the original came with, his classic sword, as you see, with nice paint job too, because it's hand painted. It came like this right out of the box. It wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like you got to tap it right there. You see, it wasn't like it was something that I had to paint. No. Plus, it came with the famous, sword that turned into a gun as well. This is the gun, as you see. And then it came with, no, I believe this was the flute for the Green Ranger. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Which you can just host right on the side. You peg it in, and you're good to go. Anyway, so these guys were $20, even though they were bigger, even though the plastic felt a little bit more hollow. It's more hollow, and they're glossy. The new ones, they're mealy. They're a lot more matte finished. Beautiful paint job. Although the helmet is also a little bit distinctively different, as you can see. He's more rounded, and I think he's more accurate to the TV show. They have some paint jobs that were a little bit more better on these, and these were the same price as these. But again, we're talking about a 3-year difference. And to show you what I mean is, it came with this. I could actually put it on them because I believe this was something they were able to receive or they put on during the show as they got a higher ranking, I believe, or they got more powerful. I don't really know the show that very well. My son was the one who used to watch it when he was very young. I never really watched the show like that, but he might know. And for all you out there that are Power Ranger fans that'll see it, please don't be mad at me. I'm not trying to disrespect the lore of Power Rangers for those that are really hardcore fans, because I know I don't like when people bastardize things that I like. But see, you can put it on top to give you an idea. But you can't do that with these. He came actually with nothing. You can't even put one on. This one did, and then if you wanted to put the brace on the thing, you just pulled out the arm, and then just push this in like so. As you can see here, oh, not that way. It goes this way, and it was molded to match his bicep right there. And then you would just slide this back on, and that's it. You were ready to go. And then put this back on over here on him. So like so. As you can see, so it was very easy. More like a puppet, which is a cool feature. That for the price you were paying, for the heftier size, and the fact that it gives you the ability to put this on, the special armor they have. Plus, it came with interchangeable hands, as you see there. There's really not much you can complain about. It's a great thing. And Those are the major differences with those. Then we'll move on here with the Yellow Ranger. Now, if you're going to ask, well, why don't I have a Yellow Ranger? The bottom line is with this line, when they did it, they actually canceled it. Just like they did with the Thundercats, and they didn't finish the whole team, which I was very bummed about because I wanted to get the entire team. And to be honest with you, even if they release it now with this style and this bulk, I would probably end up getting this version of it as well, even though anatomy wise they don't match the actual TV show. Like this is completely inaccurate. This is more accurate. And there's other ones out there by a company called SH Figure Arts, I believe, that they did them and they look just like the cartoon. I mean, like the TV show. This is the Yellow Ranger. Obviously, she's a girl. Her theme is a tiger, as you can see with her helmet. Really nice detail. Same thing. They're fully articulated. They have, she has, here in the top, underneath her breast, cut or ball joint. As you see there, popped out, and you can pop it back in. Then she has the sheath that pops in to hold the holster here, as you see. She has swivel here, up and down, 360 degrees, as you see. Same thing with the joints, one single joint, but you have a swivel here on top of the bicep, tricep, I guess, no bicep. Then you have a wrist joint here on the shin, moves left and right, and then a ball joint on the wrist, and it has where you can independently move it up, down, or sideways, not left and right. Then you have here an open T, not really much of a backward movement, but more of a forward movement. A double joint on the knee, and then you have on the top part of the boot cut, you have a cut there, and then a ball joint on the ankles, as you see, and then you got forward and backwards motion. See, really nice. She feels a little more delicate because she's thinner, and as you can see, the hands and the limbs are a lot smaller, but overall, very pretty figure. This is from the Legacy line. Nice that they finally made her. Then we move on here to the Pink Ranger. Almost the exact same mold as you see here. Very nice. We'll put this here so you can see how it goes in. It goes in this way. Like this. Oh yeah, there we go. It goes in very nicely. You peg it in. Boom. La la. The nice morphers that go on their belt, as you guys all know. And then, her sculpt and her head is really nice. Really nice, clean paint job. Ball joint there. The difference her is that she actually has a skirt, even has a buttocks form, as you can see, which is really nice. Give it a nice feminine look. Then you have of course, the split. She has some cuts on the side of the skirt, so it doesn't hinder it as much, but you still got some type of hinder if you want to split or, And this is basically so that you can position them and put them in poses, like if you have dynamic stands and stuff like that. And you can do that and make it more comic book accurate or anime accurate if you were watching a cartoon or something. So she's pretty dope. I'm glad they made her. Now we go into the White Ranger, and as you can see, it's the same exact thing I told you guys. He's a little bit different. His design, the design of his logo and his chest plate is a little bit different. Same thing. These are pieces that you pull out, and even here on the what you call that part of the hand, I think it's forearm. Not sure. I'd be forgetting. Forgive me, people. Same thing, difference is you just pull out carefully here, and then you pull it out from here. Oh no, you could actually pull it out from there too. And then you just pull this out, and as you can see, he still has the regular design underneath, which is a cool added detail to these, because you can put the version without this piece, right? As you can see. Or you can have it with the piece. It has the same thing that came here. These pop off as well, and you can put them on. And again, the size is different, but this is more of the TV show accurate. This one also was nice because it came with the nice blade, fully detailed, really nice. It has even the tiger on the top of it there, as you can see. Really nice and detailed, hand painted. Nice sheen to the silver. And even the gold has a really nice sheen. And the only difference again with this is all this is hand sculpted. You can't remove it. So the fact that, and I don't know what happened here with it, I guess that's how it is for him. He doesn't have a morpher, because he's kind of like a special ranger, one of the most powerful ones, I believe. Usually played by the guy they called Tommy, I believe, in the TV show. Tommy was the Green Ranger. Tommy was the White Ranger. I don't even know what other color ranger he was, but he was very popular. The White Ranger was very popular. The White Ranger was very popular ranger out of all of them. Very sought out after. Him and her were the last two that were finally released, because what they did was they released it by quarters, and I released it where you got each figure by quarters. This is the wave, for example. This is the new wave of the other Rangers, and then in this wave you got the White Ranger and the Yellow Ranger, which came out this year. The Red Ranger and the Green Ranger were the first ones to release, and they came out sometime in August, I believe, of last year. And these just released like a month ago, the Yellow Ranger and the White Ranger. So they're very still fresh and new in the market, and a lot of people are looking for them because they're not easy to find. You don't find them just regularly. They're not really accessible. These were the hands that came with the first version of the White Ranger. It came with extra hands as well of this version, which was the version that came out 3 years ago. And again, he had a sword too, but it wasn't painted as detailed. I'd say, you see, I don't have the paints. I don't have the paints at the end. But it's still really nice, regardless. Sword looks a little smaller. Then we have obviously the Blue Ranger. Really nice color. Beautiful helmet. I hope the lighting helps the colors come in more vibrantly. I had him positioned that way, but kind of holding his chin, and same thing, same points of articulation. Some of these are ratchet. I don't know if you can hear that, but they're ratchet joints, which is pretty cool. They feel sturdy, ratchet joints. Another beautiful, look. And again, the matte finish. He has the hip, waist, and they have the swivel on the waist as well, and on the torso area he has the cut, the torso cut, as opposed to the girls, a little bit different. I don't think the girls have. Oh no, they do. They do have a waist cut. They do have a waist cut, a waist, and then an under breast cut, which would be their torso. So yeah, we have the Blue Ranger, same thing. He was never released before in its entirety until now. And in the SH Figure Arts, the problem with the SH Figure Arts is that they were very expensive. They're about $50 because you got to import them because they're Japanese. It's a Japanese company. And here's the Black Ranger. A very beautiful matte looking black. His helmet is really nice as well. I think his helmet is the identity of I believe it's a rhino. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Um, they have the tools here. T-cut, not really a back motion. Forward, double jointed knee. Like I said, ball joint, front and back, ball sockets. And same thing with the arms. And then as far as the head, it goes up, down, all around really. 300, you could put it up. It's got a really nice range of motion. And him also, I just put the sheath on. The problem with these guys, like I said, since they came with these pieces to build the Megazord, they were cheap on the accessories. So I believe they're going to be re-released next year. But the difference is they're going to do metallic paint on all of them. They're going to have like a metallic look. And they're going to add all the weapons that each of them come with. Which I think is bullshit. Because they should do a weapons pack where you could buy separate. Or maybe do a little Zarkon or Zordon or whatever. The robot where you could buy it and he comes with all the weapons for all of them and sell it maybe for $20 or something. But I don't know if they'll do that. So yeah, the Black Ranger is really nice. Really nice. And again, here's the packaging for one more time for those who might not tuned in before. It has a nice picture of them there again. Mighty Morphin down here. It says limited edition. So this is a limited edition run. On the very top, you got the series it was for, which is Mighty Morphin. It tells you here, build the Megazord or Zord. Saban Bandai Power Rangers. And then again in the back, they got the pictures of the, a whole Megazord built. So I guess the next question you guys will ask, oh no, the Rhino is actually the Blue Ranger. The saber-toothed cat or tiger is the Yellow Ranger. And as you see that when these release, also with these waves, with the Cosmic Power Rangers, they released 3 instead of 2. It was the Pink Ranger, the Black Ranger, and the Blue Ranger. This was like in December. The first one was like in August. And the new ones were now in like March. So if you're wondering, so where's the Megazord? Well, here's the Megazord. We're going to go up here. Go up here. And I have them right there. Hiding the illusion of camera, right? And here's the Megazord. The Megazord is not huge. I thought he was going to be bigger, like maybe, 12 feet or 12 inches rather in height, but he's actually not. He's more like 8 inches in height. It's very nice. These pieces all came separate. You build it up and they're, articulated. Really nice joints. Painted really nice. You can identify with the character, and everybody knows who the original Megazord is. The head moves. It's kind of stiff too. These shoulder pads move up and down. Got a little bit of articulation, so it doesn't hinder it. You can do 360 degrees. This is supposed to be a robot, so the range of motion for this figure, being that it's a robot, is pretty cool. I just think it would have been nicer if it was like 12 inches or bigger. But due to the package constraint, I guess they couldn't do it in the weight because it has to do with, when you release stuff, how you ship it, how much it costs has to do with weight as well. Everywhere. It doesn't matter where it is, if it's in America or overseas. And, he even has waist. I think he has waist. No, he doesn't have waist. He has the 2... guns back here. I don't know. I think you can pop them out and put them in his hands or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm not really a fan of the Megazord because I don't like the design of the robot as a robot. I'm a big Transformer fan, and I love the Transformers design. But I must admit, it's a really nice figure. Build a figure robot for the enthusiasts and the fans. I'm definitely gonna keep it for display. But if I get somebody offer me a good price for it, I think I will actually sell it. I won't hesitate because I'm not a big fan of it. As long as I have the Rangers, that's what I'm happy about. So we're gonna put these here side by side, like I said, so you guys have an idea of what was going on. Like I explained to you, um, you know, and we'll go from there. Like I said, these were differences in size. It doesn't look like much here on camera now that I look at it, but these were a little bit small. These were like 6, and these were like 7.5, I think. But they were both in the $20 price range. I just feel you got more. Uh, I just feel you got more money. I just feel you got more value for your money. You got more value for your money with these than you did with these. Even though you didn't get a Build-A-Figure like the Megazord. So I guess it's all subjective depending on your taste and people and how they think and how they feel. I would have much rather had all the original weapons and given the option to buy the Megazord separate for those who like it, for those who don't. Because I don't associate with Power Rangers, even though I should, with the Megazords. I don't really care. So yeah, I'm going to conclude this video. I hope you guys liked it. It's been a little bit longer than I anticipated. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for, being there. Even though I've been absent, I've been very sick. I've been very busy at some points with my children and going back and forth with school and college with them. And, shout outs to all my friends out there and supporters. It means a lot to me. Love you guys very much. Leave a comment, share any thoughts, or, share with your friends. And, tell me how you think and what you feel. I hope you liked it. And remember, if you subscribe, if you're new to my channel, I'm very grateful because I know you don't have to, but if you do, you become part of the family. So, yeah, guys, thanks again. I hope you like these, and whoever has been on the fence, I hope this video will help you out somewhat. Peace, guys. Take care.